What up, what up, what up, though? And welcome to episode 3 of The Lion's Den. As you can see, we have moved locations, and now we in the new Lion's Den. As you can see, based on the wall behind me. So this is for those of you who are new, if this is your first time clicking on this video, my name is Derek Timeless. And I do music reviews. I graduated from Detroit Institute of Music Education, with my degree in music business. And on this show, I do music reviews. We also review movies as well, but it's mostly a music review show. So, with that being said, today's music review, album, I should say, we are going to be reviewing Mariah The Scientist's 4th album, Hearts Sold Separately. And before we get into this, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and cut on the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a video. I'm uploading every single week. It's thousands upon thousands of albums, millions upon millions of songs we can review. I can do a review every single day and still want to get through all the music that's out there. A lot of material out there. There's a lot of creatives out there. But anyway, let's get into this. So, Mariah The Scientist, she is an up-and-coming R&B star out of Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta produces a lot of talent, just like Detroit did back in the 60s, the Motown era. I know it's not a celebrity gossip thing, but she's dating Young Thug right now, and if you know what's going on with him, I'm actually gonna review his new album, probably the next episode, UI Scooby, or Scuddy, how you pronounce it, but be on the way out for that. But anyway, Mariah The Scientist was discovered by Tory Lanez, Free Tory, and she signed to his record label One Umbrella Records, which he started independently after he bought his masters back from Interscope Records. Again, that's a video for a later day. So, this is her 4th album. Her first album came out 2019. Second album came out, I want to say 2021. And then the third album came out 2023. And now it's 2025, she has her 4th album. And she's steadily becoming a superstar with her songs Burning Blue, Is It a Crime, and Sacrifice doing well on the Billboard charts. So, let's get into this review. Off the rip, I personally like this album. If you're not familiar with Mariah The Scientist, I think she's very heavily influenced by the 90s style type of R&B, because her sound gives me like 90s R&B vibes. Like, she grew up listening to that a lot. Like, she gives off like that vibe, that aesthetic almost. So with this album, she's been she's promoting the album now. And one of her interviews, they asked her about the album, and she said, which I found interesting, she said, there's not a lot of music out about love. And she said, this album is strictly about love. She said, a lot of people, particularly women, don't want to be married. And she said, that's basically not what she is. She wants to be married, she wants to be in love, and this album reflects that. The album cover is, it's like pink, like a fuchsia pink. It's very, brightly colored, so it stands out. It's a bright pink. And what else makes it stands out is right in the middle of the album cover. There's her posed as a little green, like, army soldier man or soldier woman. But yeah, she's like in the middle of the cover. So I think the green, mixed in with the pink is actually a beautiful, brightly lit album cover. I think it's a great album cover. I would put it in my top 20 of best album covers of all time. So, getting into the album, the meat of the album. It's only 10 songs. You know, all of her albums are 10 songs. She doesn't make really long albums, but 10 songs is a body of work, so you know it is a full album. The first song she opens up with is a song called "Sacrifice," and I just want to say I really like this song a lot. I think it's a great intro track. The vibe gives me like kind of like retro 80s type of vibe. Like if you hear the song Certified, I would play it, but with YouTube they'll copyright strike it. So I'm gonna eventually, I will, as these videos go on, I will start playing the music so you guys can better hear what I'm saying. If you don't, go back yourself and listen to the albums. But yeah, so excuse me. The album opens up with a song called "Sacrifice," and she's basically like lyrical theme. Again, it's about love, and all of these songs she wrote about Young Thug. He's her boyfriend, and I know in towards the end of her verses, she says the lines of, "I'm running out of all these pages to turn, so I'll sing this out loud." And then the hook goes, "I'm falling for you," something along those lines. So yeah, I think "Sacrifice" is a real good song to open up the album. Good intro track. Like I said, again, it gives me a even like almost like an 80s feels, real light, airy instrumental, very pretty. Has beautiful keys going on. Definitely a good intro. Second song is actually a double song. So it's called sorry, I didn't want to do this, but I gotta pull the phone out and go through this track list. I don't have it memorized by heart. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so the second song is called "United Nations," and then the song that's connected to United Nations is called "1,000 Ways." Now, the United Nations song, again, it's more of like a kind of like a slightly dark type of instrumental, and then towards the end of the song she puts the army drums in there, like back in the day, the armies, they would march to the beat of the drum. And she has the attend hut chant that chants 4 times that closes out that song, which leads into "1,000 Ways," which is the song connected to it. But the song "United Nations," again, she's singing about the lyrical theme of it is, she's like, "Oh, the world needs love. Somebody needs to come save the world." Because it's just a lot of people just not in love, a lot of stuff going on. So again, sticking with the theme of the album, is about love. And then going to "1,000 Ways," it's basically about, she's falling for, in this case, Young Thug, and she knows, in the lyrics she said, "I'm falling for a womanizer," cause and if you, again, it's not celebrity gossip, but if you saw his leaked jail calls and leaked jail videos, he was talking to multiple women while he was talking to her while he was locked up. Like, a lot of women were coming to visit him. So she called him a womanizer. She called him a liar, and she said, "Don't be a liar." But everybody's a liar. We're gonna go that route. But anyway, getting back on track. Now this instrumental, again, it's kind of dark, airy, but it's like a pretty dark, airy type beat. Again, it gives me like a retro 80s, like early 90s type of vibe. Now, song number 3, song called "Eternal Flames." Now, this sounds like a straight up middle of the 80s club radio type of song. I don't know how many beats it is per minute, but it's a more up tempo beat, like almost like one of them songs like you're supposed to dance to. Like, you were in a club in the 80s, you would see people dance to this song. Lyrical theme of it. The lyrics is basically saying that the two of them in love, they have an eternal flame that won't go out. Wants them. She hope they, that flame can burn for eternity. I.e., the eternal flame. Again, sticking with the theme of love. Remember, the theme of this album is love. But why it's called Heart, Sold Separately, I'm going to give my opinion of that at the end. But remember, the theme of this album is love. Every song, the theme is love. The lyrics reflect that. Going into song number 4. Song number 4 is the song Is It a Crime, which is on the radio on Billboard right now. One of my favorite songs on this album, featuring the only feature on this album, Kali Uchis. If y'all know who Kali Uchis is, she's another, I think she's Colombian. She's Colombian American. She's an R&B singer. And she's dating, again, it's not celebrity gossip, but she's dating Don Toliver. And I'm actually going to review one of her albums in a later episode, in a future episode. But anyway, she has Kali Uchis on this song, who's the only feature on the whole album. Now, the song Is It a Crime is paying homage to the Sade song Is It a Crime, but it doesn't sound like it, none whatsoever. She didn't even sample it. She just more so just named the song after it. And kind of like the theme in the Sade song Is It a Crime, she basically like, oh, is it a crime for me to be in love? And it's kind of like what her and Kali Uchis are saying on This As Well, like, oh, is it a crime for them to be in love? This song is very, very light, airy, beautiful. Comes in like very like soothing type of keys, like just like a real chill song you can like slow dance to. And what I also like about this song is at the end of the song it transitions into track number 5, which is her biggest song she has out right now, Burning Blue. Now, if you haven't heard Burning Blue is, again, gives me like an 80s type of sound, but you know, it's blended with 2025. So again, Burning Blue is the first ballad on there, and then just a very slow song. Like you were dancing, this is a super slow song. You know, hold her by the waist. You know, you slow dance to this. Again, the lyrics of this, it's about love. She's like, you know, I'm in love with you. My love burns blue for you. Again, theme of this album is love. So we're going into track number 6, which is the second double song. So track 6 is called All I Want, and then the song attached to it is called In Pursuit. So, All I Want, I'm trying to remember, because I've listened to this album a lot. I listen to this album almost every day. I'm trying to remember how All I Want came on. How does it come on? I don't want to play it. But anyway, All I Want, again, sorry, this is going to mess up the video because I'm having a huge brain fart. Because the song attached to All I Want, In Pursuit, is the shortest track on here. I think that song only like, I don't think that song 30 seconds. I think that In Pursuit song might be a little over 20 seconds. Like it's super, super short. And again, it's like a slightly dark beat. It's really just mostly keys and like a sad sad violins playing over it. But again, it's super short. Like it's not even a full verse, like half of a verse. And then basically saying like, oh, I'm in pursuit of your love. But I'm trying to remember All I Want. How did that go? I don't know, but I'm gonna have to come back to that. So track number 7, More. This one is this song is not even about love, cause the lyrics to this song, she says like, I wanted to be more, I wanted to live life, I wanted to be free. It's more about escapism. Matter of fact, this is the only song on the album that wasn't about love. And then just stick to the theme of love. Well, I guess if you want to say like she's talking about loving herself, which will stick to the theme of love. That's more so what I got from like, it's like that woman empowerment type of song. Yeah, again, the song is more airy, more fresh, like I say, a little more upbeat. Like I say, it sounds more empowering. It has like this type of empowering instrumental, like, yeah, you should get out and strive to be more, do something with your life, that type of thing. So, track number 8, which is my favorite track on this album, which is the second ballad on here, Rainy Days. And I tell you, this is probably the most beautiful song I've heard this year. That might be an understatement. This song screams like this song could have came out in the 2000s and it would have hit even then. It could have came out in the 90s, it would have hit. This song is very beautiful. And she's basically talking about, she prays for love, but it's almost like like when days get hard, when the love gets hard, she prays for rain, because, you need them rainy days, you just feeling down and blue. Again, the lyrics, she's still talking about love, but as I just explained, it's more so in the way of, when she's feeling down about the love, she's, feeling confused about it, she prays for those rainy days. Again, the beat to this is again, it's another one of those songs you slow dance to, but you just have to like feel this one. Like you feel this song deep into the bowels of your soul. Like this is my favorite track on there. This song is very, very beautiful. She should actually push this song a lot more. I would be curious to hear her perform it live. I've seen her in person twice. She's a good performer, and you see I got her poster right there. But yeah, that song, I would just say give Rainy Days a listen. I guarantee you will have it on repeat like I do. It's on my on repeat playlist on Spotify. Like I can listen to that song literally 30 times in a row and just feel a different feeling from every time I hear it. All right. Track 9, Like You Never. Again, now this song is like real, like melodic, airy type too. Again, she's singing the lyrics. She's singing about love me like you never loved anyone ever before. Again, love, love, love. It's all through this album. It's love. If you don't want to hear an album about love, do not even listen to this album, because that's the whole theme of this album is love. So again, she's basically telling Young Thug, love me like you never loved, anyone or any woman ever in your life. Pretty self-explanatory. And then the last song, No More Entertainers. Again, pretty self-explanatory. She's basically, talking about her relationship with Young Thug, and basically, if it doesn't work out, she doesn't want to date any more entertainers. Cause that's easy entertainer, and she's like, dating a music artist or any type of musician comes, or anybody in the music industry, a lot comes with it because a lot of stress is placed on them. But overall, with my blunder with All I Want, I have to go back and hear it again. But overall, Mariah The Scientist Heart, Sold Separately album is our second album to receive a perfect 7 out of 7 stars. This album can be played from start to finish. There are no skips on it. Has a lot of replay value. I would say pull this album up, whether you Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, whatever streaming service you use, or if you're traditional, you want to go and buy the album, the physical copy, whether it be on CD or vinyl or cassette tape, because cassette tapes are popular again. It's funny how everything comes full circle, 360. But anyway, yes, Heart, Soul Separately, Mariah The Scientist, 4th album, certified classic, 7 perfect stars, 7 out of 7. Get this album to listen to. You won't be disappointed. With that being said, I would like to thank you for joining me for episode 3 of The Lion's Den. As I continue to do this, my videos will get a lot better, and I will get better reviews. I know this one, because I had a brain fart in it, and me, I have a perfectionist mind, so now even when I upload this, it's going to harp on me that I didn't explain that song. But anyway, tell me what you think down below in the comments. Tell me, do you think if I'm doing a good job with my music reviews? Do you like the new setup? Do you like the wall? Let me know down in the comments if you want to see me do a walkthrough of the wall, show you all the posters I have up there. And also let me know any other artists or songs or even movies that you want me to review. Like I said, this is mainly a music review show, but we will review movies as well. And I just want y'all to get a shot of look at the Yachty poster. Look at the Yachty, little boat. Love it. On, let me. Yeah. What y'all think of this wall? Y'all like the wall? Took me 3 days to get it together. I had a rough time with the wall, but I think I did a good job. I think it looks beautiful, even on the camera I'm looking at it. This actually looks sweet. But anyway, this has been another episode of The Lion's Den. I am your host, Derek Timeless. You can follow me on Instagram at Derek Timeless CEO313. Again, the TikTok is coming. Like I said, I do live a busy life outside of this. And then, but I am going to, a lot of stuff slips my mind, but I am going to make the TikTok. I absolutely will make the TikTok. Even if it's not a demand for me to make it right now, I'm going to still make one just because, there's a big music review audience on there as well that I need to be reaching, as well as here on YouTube. So like I said, I appreciate you. I hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching The Lion's Den. Peace.